Hello, hello, hello. And this is Cosmic Boogeyman, and we are going to read some free tarot tonight. Get myself set up here on my end, finalizing some things. I'm just broadcasting over on TikTok tonight, doing nothing more than just broadcasting. Getting myself set up over there on that end. Let's see what I can pull for cards. But anyway, I'm going to just pull cards on that end, but I'm just getting myself set up. I figured I'd hop on tonight. I had to deal with some medical stuff yesterday, so I didn't absolutely wanted to, but couldn't hop on last night. So I figured, you know what, I'll hop on for a little while tonight, connect with you guys. But I'm coming up with some cool ideas. I'm definitely connecting with some energy, really good energy, after reading you. So your energy is very, very much appreciated. What's up, Madman? How are you doing? I know we're all going through some major life changes, shifts. It's major life moments. A madman knows what I'm talking about. We're all going through some major shit. It's so crazy. All right, let me get myself here set up on my end, and then we can get some readings in here. I'm looking for questions first, though. Questions first Friday is what I'm calling this for the moment. Is I might be reading on Wednesdays and Fridays and do general read Wednesdays. And questions first Fridays, and we might do that. And then you can catch me. You can catch me on 2 days, and I might start at 5. Question first Fridays at 5 Eastern, and then you'll know you can catch me at 2 different times. But then I'll do questions either time. Let's be honest. Sorry, I gotta clean up the floor. It's a mess. But I'm just getting myself set up here on my end. Just give me one moment. Sorry to keep you delayed here. But yeah, I'm thinking of that. That's probably going to be my setup. And then I'm probably going to come up with I have this third idea. It's not a big idea, but it's just something amazing. But I want to read essentially the live collectives. Bridge the gap between what I'm hearing on TikTok, what I'm hearing here, what I'm hearing on Instagram, when people are talking to me, and bridge the gap and do what's called a cosmic collective reading. And my personal life, just the stuff I talk to some of you guys, like Madman, you're included there. Like I have my personal conversations, things that matter. Like you guys matter. You're my soul tribe. You guys don't realize it, but you are. You make difference. Like you guys, like I read for you, but I ask questions in my head. So your readings they make a major effect on me. All right. So if you're over on TikTok, give me the like, give me the thumbs up if you enjoy what you're seeing here when I get going. I'm going to get started here just in a second, but I am just a school teacher doing this for fun. This is my my spiritual journey is what I would call it. I'm opening the queue over here on the YouTube side of things. I'm going to read directly from YouTube, but if you want to watch, you're more than welcome to. TikTok, I love TikTok. I'm a big fan of TikTok. I literally just on TikTok. I'm not saying I don't love YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. I'm basically a social media addict. But I do disconnect. I do put my phone down. My phone is face down now, and I'm just not even worrying about it at this moment. So I'm going to get going here and get started, and I'll get reading here, and we'll get going. See what's happening here on my end. Hopefully the cards aren't that bad. Let's see what's going to happen here for you guys. All right, let's see here. If you guys are just joining me over on TikTok, I'm just displaying. You guys join in though. This energy could be for you too. You'll see 9 cards displayed here. You'll get a 9-card readout, and what's going to happen here is it's going to give us an idea what's happening in the world. Minna Hill, this will be your first reading. Do you have a question? I hope you do. Cindy, nope. You beat the questions. See, questions first Friday. So some of you guys might resonate with some of these questions, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that resonation. We're looking for the understanding. Question first Fridays. So I'm not saying I won't pick you. I'm just saying hang in there. All right, Cindy, this is for you. We got this question. It says, just had an eagle flying over me. What is the universe trying to tell me? We all get this. We all get animals. We all get animals near us questioning why that's there. So this is really a question like asking us, even you. So Cindy's basically asking the question saying, hey, for question first Friday, we're basically bringing the question to the collective saying, hey, why does this happen? Why do we have animals? This is literally a question I was asking myself the other day, no joke. So Cindy, thank you for asking the question. It's just I don't think about it. It's not a primary question to me. So first card out, we're going to look at this as Soul Tribe Energy. Soul Tribe Energy in that first cornerstone Let me make sure my cameras are all set up. I haven't. Yeah, I think we're good here. We're good on this angle. And then minimize this. Go here. Go over here. I want to maximize that. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, I know. I'm going to use both of these decks tonight. We had some really good energy the other day with this. All right, here we go. Keep going. Jumping across here. This is Soul Tribe energy. So basically, when you're getting that resonation that you're saying Soul Tribe energy. Take off the mask, Cindy. Take off the mask. What in the hell are you doing? Why are we wearing the mask? We've learned some. We're hogtied. We're locked in. Whenever we go and lock into whatever this is, we're locked into this energy. We're taught things. Think about this, and this is really bad for me to say. Guys, don't hold me to this. You know me. I have 3 college degrees, and I'm about to really ruin my entire existence. I'm a teacher at 2 locations. But education is literally meant to tie us down, to say these are the rules in which you learn. The universe comes in and says, oh, no, they are not. So when you have birds flying over you, that absolutely is teaching you a life lesson. It's saying, hey, are you aware of this? Are you aware of what this is teaching you? The bird, what it represents, what the colors meant, or what was going through your mind at the moment, what you've been thinking in the last few days. That is absolutely part of the reason. How you've been feeling. Like, I have this conquer the universe kind of mindset. That's my mindset. So, see, my throat chakra locks up like, fuck you. Yeah. See how this locks? See, that's no joke. You guys heard my throat chakra lock. The universe is no joke. It like choked me for just a half a second. So the universe is kind of like telling me to shut up. But the purpose is, because I teach this, telling you guys, this is how I learned. I learned the hardest way possible. Madmen will tell you. I am not a genius by any stretch. I am no mathematician. I am no amazing student, but I will work harder than anybody around me. The point being is, I graduated with a 4.0, but that's not because I'm super smart. It's because I am diligent. The universe is teaching us these life lessons, and having animals come near us, come next to us, approach us, go next to us, have that approach, that you are safe. Your energy's there. It's coming next to you, coming near you, assigning its life force to yours. It's Soul Tribe energy. We just associate humans as Soul Tribe members, but you never take animals into account. Ask anybody who was... let's put it this way. Anyone who owns a horse, they don't own the horse. They take care of it. That's not ownership. That's a family member. That's a family member. That's not... That horse has nothing to do with ownership. That's protecting the horse. Let's keep going here. Look at this. This is bold, powerful creator. This is the bold leadership. This is the one who's going through everything, but willing to protect with all costs. Stability comes in this. Universe is coming in with those animals. You can even see here, we got the little lizard coming in. Every animal matters. Every animal has a soul. So every soul matters. So every soul has a part in your soul tribe. Think about that little bunny you had when you were a little kid. Yeah? Does that matter? Of course it matters. Soul tribe energy. It got you over the hump during the divorce when you were growing up. That matters. It all takes effect. That little soul that was in the bunny was basically part of your life when you were probably when you were like a Roman soldier. The one person who saved you. Look, let's keep going. Here we go. Look at the divine match. We're coming into this reality. We're coming into this focal point in our life. We're coming into this major focal point where we're noticing life is different. We're coming into this reality that the first time we met somebody, there was a spark, and that spark meant something. The time we meet an animal, the time we come across that bird, that bald eagle, the majestic feeling of seeing a hawk, that kind of feeling, that moment of awe and majestic feeling of like we are one with that animal, and there is a soul tribe connection there. That's what this is. The universe is saying it. We find ourselves locked up or disconnecting or not going with this because we want to almost disconnect from the feeling of, I would have nothing to do with that. That would never be me. I would not want anything to do with that. Why is that? So the eagle flying over you, the eagle absolutely coming near you, something that goes to the near depths of extinction is coming near you, showing you how majestic a moment can get by just telling you something. The universe is saying, I can bring you a message by just being here in the moment, in the absolute moment of coming next to you. because the eagle represents so much to so many people, right? Am I right? The eagle definitely represents a lot of things. However, looking at the eagle and looking at it, we can sometimes take this and take it for granted and ignore it and not even care about it. Let's move these cards over just a little bit more. Here we go. Get it back in here. All right. But my point is, the point is we sometimes will ignore it. That short throw energy, this right here, this is our center line. This is our crown chakra saying, hey, I'm saying recognize this. Spiritually recognize this. This is what you're very good at, Cindy. This is what makes you who you are. And I call you the spiritual wanderer. I call you the nomad. And that's what I call you when I talk to the universe and I reference you. That's who I reference you as, the spiritual nomad, because you have that energy. And that's what this is. You can actually see it here. It's coming into the resonance, the understanding that this is the universe coming, hey, let's talk. I haven't seen the angel here, and I'm not seeing it, but I'm seeing the resonation that you're kind of going into this mindset, this vibration, this understanding that you're deepening. You're connecting to something bigger. Saying, okay, now I'm moving into my own head, my own place, my own love. Yes. Look, the giving and receiving is ending. That's we're getting over. That's over. We're mindset is getting over that. Look. You have this one last hurrah with somebody or something, or you're connecting to somebody. There's a passionate connection here, and I see it. You're almost disconnecting to somebody. And the universe is saying, look, from a mind's eye, top-down perspective, look at it as a logical thing. What would you go through? Eagle eye perspective even. Take a step back. Pretend you're getting somebody's giving you an example of like what you're going to do in the future. What are you looking to do in the future going forward? Is there something you're looking to change? Yes. But this is the eagle eye view. You can see that this is here. You're just not seeing whatever this is quite yet. This coming in is going to basically lead you into something brand new. You just haven't taken that offer. See? Look, it's a choice that's coming in. For you personally, for you as you stood there and watched that eagle, the universe is saying it's coming. I can see it up ahead. I'm letting you know, here it comes. Be ready, be wary. We're moving on to something. We're taking those swords, not all of them, but some of them. Some of the things you learned, the things that matter so much. And we're taking that deepness. We're moving on to something new, probably towards some masculine. Fire sign. Look, you're going to be giving and receiving. That moment, like we've been talking about you being a giver and you being someone who's so nurturing and understanding and really willing to take that chance and say, hey, I understand what the universe wants here is balance. That's when you're going to go into that moment. You're holding back. So the reason you're seeing the eagle is saying, get ready. Put into that one situation where you feel like you're going into something. We're heading into something in the fall where you're going to be giving and receiving, and we obviously have a lot of holidays. We have a lot of need coming up. Groceries have quadrupled, over the last 4 or 5 years. People are going to need this is that like you're sensing something, but you're also being tied to somebody. This devil card is there's a problem. There's almost an exotic problem. We could dig deeper in that in a little bit, but the eagle eye is like, there's an elephant in the room, like we talk about the eagle being so amazing, and look at how it ties to so many amazing things. Like, not picking or assigning or picking any one absolute, but the eagle is assigned to like the American, like flag and all these, not flag, but the American symbol, right? But it almost went extinct. It's like, really? It's like you care for something, but you obviously do not. It's representation of literally on a whole new level how people treat each other. You say you care, but you absolutely don't. The eagle is representation of how we as a human race are, and that's why we represent and see it. And we see it, and we kind of feel for it. So I want to thank you for putting that question out there. Really, really nice. All right, guys, thank you for joining in. If you're taking your time here on a Friday night, I'm looking for some questions. I really am. I'm just cross-streaming over here on TikTok, just letting them kind of enjoy the energy, trying to build that energy tonight is what I'm doing. So I'm doing a questions first Friday. Really doing a super intuitive read. If you're just joining in, let me know your question. Let me know what you want to know. So I'm looking for questions first. So it's exclamation point join. And then type your question in right after that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. So let me take a look at. I've literally been jumping right into this, like no joke. So let me see what I got here on chat. Let's see here. No, minute hell. You have to make sure you put it right in there, right after the chat. So I might be able to find it now. So I'm trying to read super intuitive, like just gonna keep going and going. All right, minute hell. I'll read for you right now. Okay, how's my future spouse going to treat me? I mean, let's assume they're gonna be nice to you. I'm laughing because that's such. It's such a loaded question because let's not even think it could be negative. Like we're loading the question up thinking it could be a negative person. All right, let's keep going here, Minahel. Let's ask about your future spouse because we don't even want to put the negative thought even out there into the universe, into the ether, that your negative spouse would even exist ever. The positive spouse is going to treat you how is what we're going to ask. We're going to ask this. We're going to put that into the ether. Minahel, this new spouse of yours, the one that you're going to get, that's what we're asking. We're manifesting this. You and I right now. And I'll tell you what, I'm even going to do something different for you. I'm going to pull from my secondary deck, which is kind of like it's like a special universal treat. I do this more like once a day, once in a big while. But you asked the question because you felt it. You asked the question because it was real. You asked the question because it existed. So I'm gonna basically we're gonna reset you. See, here we go. Here's the first jumping card. Look, we're working on it. We're changing it up. We're gonna reset you, and which is fine. We want to reset you, but we want to make sure we're working on yourself. So this coming in here, we're coming in like this. We're working on you. This is going to be a lot of things happening fast. I like to tell people this is the new thing I'm still learning myself. To be very fair, sometimes we're overwhelmed with a lot of fortune and we don't even recognize it, and that's why that fortune is squandered. Have you ever been given a lot of good or a lot of greatness and then you find excuses to why it went away? The universe is warning you or saying, hey, it's a gray area, but something good's about to come in. You're about to get a lot of chance to manifest. This is not just one thing. Don't think this is just your husband. Think about this as a husband, house, home, family, contentment, future success. And that's what this is, abundance. Like you're creating not just one thing, but many things. And that's what the universe wants you to understand at this moment before I keep pulling for you. That's why we're jumping to the secondary deck, and that's what you need to understand, because you're not pulling for this pain. You're pulling for this amazing, powerful person that's coming in your life that's going to help change you and launch you into the stratosphere as an amazing person. And you're going to help launch them into the stratosphere, and the two of you are going to hold hands. That is the Six of Cups. That also is Scorpio energy. That's death energy. We love that. I love the death card. I'll be honest. Death card. When I get the death card, I'm like high five, fist bump. Let's get going. That's the fifth knight. That's a hidden knight. That's the flank, and that's a flank defend. That's the flank defenders. When you see the old war movies and like we're getting outrun. No, the people that come in from the side. That's that card. This person comes in and you're like, wow, this is my life seems amazing. And then they come in and they really say, no, you have a lot more work to do. We're going to both get working and do some amazing things together. Like save the children kind of energy. They really want to make you do some more work and work with them. They're like, here's your home. You're going to be happy, but you also have to be sad. They want to challenge you to be sad. Be sad with them. Grow with them. Don't just be sad. Just don't sit there and be like yourself. Look, you can't just be yourself. They're coming in. They see what you're working on. You can see this is past life energy. I love seeing this card. They're coming into your energy because they want to work with you, not against you. And this is how you're manifesting it. You want them to come to you. Be honest. You don't want to go to them. You want them to come to you. And the universe is saying, I'm bringing that to you. That's what you want. We're going to do this. Look, walk away from the mindset. Walk away from all those things, even the things that you think are great for you, but really aren't. Have an honest conversation with yourself as you go to sleep every night and say, what are the things that make me most happy? And make a list, top 10 things. And keep those things in your mind, those top 10 things that you could never live without. If you had to change the world tomorrow and you had 10 things to go into the new world, what would those 10 things be? See? Choking me up. Choking me up. It doesn't want me to tell you because that's what we're getting into. That's why you have the 10 of swords, which is 10. It's about completion. It's about those 10 cards are about completion. But take those 10 things and say, I'm jumping the fucking tracks. I know what I'm doing. I know this person's coming in and I'm getting my 10 things ready. It's like packing your bags. You're doing this in a way that's kind of like expecting them to come in from an emotional place. They're coming in from a passionate place. They're like, no, I want you. You're exactly who I want next to me. I crave you. That's why you're craving this energy. That's why you're feeling this negativity, this fighting. They're like this, like, oh my God, they want to hurt you. This is not just you. This is other people here. I can feel this across the collective here, just so you know. There's a lot of this going. Many people, many signs are getting this. A lot of earth signs are getting fire energy coming in because the fire energy can just overwhelm the earth energy, especially if it's just been sitting there not dating and not doing anything. Because the fire energy can just overwhelm it and just kind of run it over like a forest fire. Look, new start comes in. This is you just waiting. This is that forest fire coming in. There's nothing you can do when it comes in. It's going to overwhelm you and it's going to take you by storm and you're going to want it. But if you don't take the leap and they just come in, they're the aggressor. They're the pursuer. You have to take some kind of steps to be prepared, and I think you're doing that. You're honestly doing that, and that's why you take that steps of saying, hey, what's the 10 things I need going forward? But be ready. Be ready. Like I said, this person, in your mind, you're asking about how are they going to treat you. That's the justice here. That's what this is. You're already predetermining this person to be a angry-ish person. Say you're working on it. We're going to raise that vibration just a little bit and start to treat yourself in an amazing way. This person's going to treat you absolutely amazing. There's no other choice. We're not asking the question anymore. So where you're growing your energy, your emotional bases, is it going to get better or worse? You're saying, well, it's obviously going to get better because they're coming in. You're not thinking worse. You're thinking better. But there is a small possibility. You're like, it's going to get worse because we had that. See, there's a sneakiness card. The sneakiness card is, well, these things never work out. Look, stress, there's the 10s. I knew it was coming. There's 10 energies, 10 of it, it's exhaustion. It's stressing out. It's not moving on. This is them coming in because they're bringing a lot of that energy with them. And I don't see you having fire energy in your chart here. But I see them bringing this in and trying to adjust your energy. There's a justice to them coming in. It really overwhelms you saying, finally, I get somebody in my chart that's going to help me or make me feel amazing. And they are. They definitely are. They want you. They definitely feel you. See? Look. They change your perspective. I see this. Look. But your intuition is on point, and it's bringing this person in, but it's bringing their negativity, and that's what's going to happen. This is your harmony, and that's what we have to be careful of. It's justice. You're going to help them get better and make them a more amazing person. But don't think of them as a negative person. Think of them as a positive person who's already working on themselves. Think of them as a person who's already begun that journey. And they're already well established. You know they're coming. You feel them. I can see it. Your heart chakra is already there. You're trying to self-sabotage a little bit. Don't do it. Do not do it. I can see it. You're definitely trying to self-sabotage. Keep it on. They're coming in. They're coming in. All right, guys. If you're just joining in, let me know you're here. Light up the thumbs up, the likes, the comments. Let me know you guys are enjoying this. This is my. I'm just basically trying some new format, but I'm trying to do questions first Fridays. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just doing some. I just hopped on at 5 p.m. here Eastern. And give you guys a chance to ask a question. Get one question and I can just quickly answer it, And then if you're really interested, we can kind of schedule a time to read privately or whatever. However, But then on Wednesdays, I'm just going to do general reads. And then if you have a question, you can try and pop in there and do that on Wednesdays as well. But I'm looking to do the questions first, let you guys get your questions out of the way. So I'm jumping in with questions first. It's exclamation point join, exclamation point join. I'm trying not even to look at the queue, just because I'm going to go through the questions pretty quick here, just so you guys know. If you want to hop in here and just go through them, I'm going to pretty much answer all your questions. That's my goal here, is to jump through all the questions. But thank you for joining in. If you're seeing me over on TikTok, I'm just basically dual streaming, just sharing the love, letting you guys see what's going on. I post videos all the time over there, so I just want to let you guys know, how I create what I do, and messages and how they comes across. If you guys are enjoying what you're liking and seeing, and let me know. Hit me up. Okay, guys. Let me see here. What do we got next to you? So I'm staying off chat, just so you know. So if you have to, you can exclamation point leave, and then rejoin with the question. So they can do exclamation point join and then type your question right after. So if you joined, so like Jasmine and Country, because right now you have it set to general. I'll get to you if I have time. I'll do a general at the end. But right now I'm just focusing. So Sanchan would be next. So Sanchan wants to know how can I be more productive with myself? I procrastinate too much. This is a good question for everybody. Honestly, see, this is a great question, guys. These are great questions. Procrastination. And we're gonna stay on my primary for a second here. Oh wow, a pile of cards that just fell. All right, Sanchan, let's get this card. Let's get a reading here. If you're enjoying what you're liking and seeing, subscribe. Let me know you guys are enjoying this. I post content every once in a while until I go back to school and I start teaching again. But let me see what I can pull here for you, Sanchan. But yeah, let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Let's take a look here. Let's see what your lazy butt isn't gonna do here. Yeah, see, the cards jumped as soon as I said that. We call it procrastination in these parts. All right. It didn't like that. Didn't like that I called you lazy. That's funny. It's so funny. Oh God. See? I'm telling you, there's something to this. I love that I'm sharing this with you guys. Because I do this with my friends, and it's there's something here. But now you guys get to be part of this, which is really fun. All right, Sanchan, let's take a look at you. That's the Get Moving card. We've talked about this. That's lightning rods. That is literally versus the Chariot card. That's the most productive card. That's the productive of productive cards. I know it's a little dark over here on this corner, but I have to kind of leave it like this. Unfortunately, I have to leave my light off on this side because I'm watching the TikTok chat. So if you're on TikTok, I am watching the chat. Here we go. Look at Hangman. Are you kidding me, Sanchan? The universe is calling you out. I know it might be a little backwards on the TikTok side. Just bear with me. I have to deal with that. And then Death card. Literally letting projects die. The universe is calling you out, Sanchan. That's what's going on. I don't know why you'd be called out on this, but I'm going to try to fix the camera after this. I think I know what it is, actually, now that I just said that. As we talked about procrastinating, I was like, I've had to fix something today. But this is so funny. See, Sanchan, it all works. It's get moving. Emotionally, you have to get going. Logically, you're kind of still locked up. You don't know what to do first. In the 3D, you have to kind of give up some projects. Which ones don't you really have to do? Which ones can you just kind of let, hey, I'll put you at the end of the list. That's what the universe is telling you. Pretty straightforward. I know it makes sense, but we don't do it. The locked up part, as I'm interested. Let's keep pulling here. Dark Horse Candidate. I think there's ones that you really should get going, and that's going to make you most happy. Really think about it. What's the ones that you do first? If you made a list and said, that one I should do first, it's going to make me most happy. That's when you do first. Look, get going. Literally, get going on these. That's get going on past projects, just so you know, guys. That's funny. Look, and then you have so many choices to go. That's short throw energy. Really, really fun. I like this. I like reading for you. You'll definitely give it. See, that will make you happy emotionally going back and finishing these projects. Understand new projects will come in and you'll get more projects to do, things you're not going to catch up with, give yourself some leeway. Give yourself some time. Understand, you letting go of projects and being exactly what I was going to say. Being like, I was going to say forthright is the word, but powerful. Like even kind of like stand up. Like say, hey, no, I can't. I'm not doing that. Like I can't take this on. Or get someone to do it for you. Just say, hey, no, I need you to do this for me. Not like, can you? I need you to. Make people do things for you. It's okay. Look, this is that dark horse energy. It's teaching you that getting other people to get involved in your life and help you is actually going to be really helpful. See, look at celebrations. Having these people help you and celebrate with you is going to help you move on and get past something. Death energy here is something is lingering. Something is holding you back and something is keeping you hung. And I think we had this for you for the last reading too, being honest. You're going to celebrate. You're going to work your way out. But keeping yourself busy is going to keep yourself busy. But you still have this negative energy hanging on you. Look, it's going to work out. See, you're trying to keep yourself busy. Focus on the things that will make you happy, and that's going to help you be successful in the future here. I think that's what most of us do. We basically, projects fall to the end or to the side because we're so hyper-focused on doing something else. And then when those other things settle, we realize something, then we focus on our lives again. And we go, oh my God, this is a shit show. And then we start to clean up and fix whatever happened. That's kind of what I see here for you, being honest. But you definitely can get people to give you a hand. I see some workhorses giving you a hand. It makes you very happy, and they'll be happy to help you. If you're just honest with them and let them help you and let them give you a hand from the heart. So being productive could just also come down to getting help when you're overwhelmed. And that's okay, and enjoying it. Play some music, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, let's keep going. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know. Thumbs up. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on in your world on this Friday. I'm doing Questions First Friday. If you are on TikTok, you're more than welcome to type a question in. I will definitely read it. I'm just doing Questions First Friday. I'm multi-streaming. Let me see if I can fix the camera over on TikTok. I think it's backwards. So that might just take me just a moment here, but let's take a look here. I don't want to mess up too much of this stuff here. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live though. Yeah, I think it's gonna make me. I would have to log out. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. We'll call it Freaky First Friday. All right, well, this will work for now. I don't think it's a big deal. If anyone's over on TikTok, can you guys let me know? Is this backwards or is this regular? I don't think it is. I think it's backwards. I think it's just a Streamlabs thing. Streamlabs is like a difficult child, I realized. And you guys are in the queue. I'll read you off here in a second. But the difficult child comment comes back because every time I want to use this, there's another problem. There's something difficult. And I'm like, really? And I love this thing to death. I really do. There's so many new things I find. I go, this thing's really, really surprises me every day. All right, we have Carla. We have Carla with a question. Jessica with a question. Country with a question. Baby Air. Oh, no, Baby Angel. See, I need my glasses. With a question. Jasmine with a question. Thank you, guys. If you have questions, I'm going to just read questions first. I'm going to keep going. You just hang in there. I'll read your question. You're more welcome to even come back. You know, hit me up. You know, you can come back to the video later on tonight. I'm just reading. I really want to hop on and just practice reading. So you don't have to hang in here, but you're more than welcome to sit here and chat. Let me know. TikTok, a little bit different. I don't think this saves. But you're more welcome to ask your question on TikTok. But I'll read your TikTok question immediately. But I'm just reading down the queue. Literally, as we're queued up here, I will do like this. So then you guys will know who's up next. But that's what I'm going to do now that you guys have it all figured out on the your end. See? See, on my end it says Carla, Jessica, Country. That's what it says on my end. That's what it says on my end. And then it says Tiffany and then Jasmine. So I think that side's wrong. I just pulled based on time. So just so you guys know. But right now it's Carla, then Jessica, then Country. So right now we have Carla. Like I said, these are literally cosmic messages. Like, no joke. This stuff applies to anybody. No lie. Like I was basically meditating, and I was doing I do frequency meditation. And if you don't know what that is, I listen to frequencies. I just listen to different frequencies, like the 963 hertz. I'll listen to that frequency, and then it'll change. So basically, what it is, like the like healing frequencies, I try to get into like that kind of stuff, because what it does for me, it allows me to connect to those healing frequencies while I'm sleeping. Really, really good stuff. You should try it. You should really try it. Definitely changed my life. Like, I have people who I like from 20 years ago. They go, "You look so different." I go, "I do. I really?" Yeah, definitely. You should take a look at it. Listen to healing frequencies while you sleep. All right, guys. Carla, you're up next. We have what is next for me during the second half of the year. This is a question I was asking. I was literally using AI to compute and build. This is my science versus zodiac in spiritual side of myself. I was putting those two together, but I was building a composite of a zodiac horoscope using numerology and everything. Pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, I was basically doing what you just asked. But I'm gonna pull for you right now. Like, see, kind of cool. I literally did this last night while I was hanging out. All right, here we go. Second half of the year, Carla. This is for you. Then Jessica, you're up next. Then we have Country. Then Tiffany. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Let's keep rocking and rolling. All right. What is this? King of Wands energy. King of Wands energy. I love King of Wands energy. I've always loved King of Wands energy. For a while in my life, I represented this energy. And it's a little different now, but like as you move through your life and you go through your phases, and you know how you different clothing styles, but this energy is coming in. That's bold, courageous energy. That's bold, like take action. I'm going to do something different. That's this. That's wearing a different mask. It's somebody coming in, powerful, fire sign, taking action. Leo-like energy could be a little Sagittarius. This here has come across for me a couple times. The Queen of Swords, like I've said many, many times, feminine boss energy, super like attractive, kind of like, take charge energy. Like, I will cut your head off, but I know everything. Like that kind of, like, that's so deadly. Like the intelligence of someone is so deadly, but also like the I don't care is so deadly. There's two parts of that, and there's a chase that's gonna ensue. I feel like there's some masculine that's gonna chase this. So going into the second half of the year, I don't know if there's a masculine fire sign chasing this Libra, or this could be Queen of Swords energy, but more like Libra energy. Look, I feel like there's a blockage. Maybe someone's holding back or not going through something, but there's an energy of holding back. Fire energy could have been holding back, moving on even. Air energy, Gemini. This sometimes comes across as Aquarius, so this could be Aquarius energy. We could be getting that confirmation here that this is Aquarius. Scorpio energy jumps in, or this could be the ending of something. Ending of the sign, or ending this person gave up on the chase. You know what that feeling's like, right? Hey, you gave up so quickly, huh? That kind of feeling. That could be what it is. There's a blockage here. Somebody doesn't want to go through the headache of chasing you down, even though the victory is really worth it. Second half of the year, this could be the ending of something or going into something big. This is money. This is completion. This is the $1 million paycheck. This is really strong energy. When something ends, something begins. But like I said, I'm a big fan of the death card, especially in the heart chakra here. This is telling me that you're going through a major ending. But I feel like this is your controlled ending. This is, I would call it the implosion. If we have the Tower card come out, that would make more sense. But your second half of the year, you're ending something because they're chasing you. This is your heart chakra. You're happier. but you're blocking. You're kind of holding off something, and this at any time you could go back, and I don't know if you are yet. See, you're just kind of giving and receiving little messages to somebody. See, there's the blockage. You're kind of blocking intimately too. You've grounded, you're holding back, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, but you're moving on. You can see you clearly want to move on to something else. I think at the end of this, though, there's a dark horse candidate, or there's something, you're the dark horse candidate to this person. Or there's somebody coming in, there's a possibility here we're getting a connection to somebody. No, I think you like to chase. But you're very curious about what it would be like to be with this person is what I get from this second half of the year. I feel like you're connecting to somebody going into the second half of the year, but I don't feel like you want this long term. I don't think this is what you want. I think you want to move on to somebody more less established is what I get. I know it sounds very off beat, but you want someone less established, more happy. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that's where it looks like you're heading. You're going into something where they're going to be less than you are, where you have more power than them. So I think there's a reality in that when we look at that, where people go into something looking for love, but there's an upper hand and there's a lower hand. And there's like, well, what do I want to go into this with the power and not have the power? Because reality is we look at it in relationships as we can't all have the power. We can't all decide where we're going to go eat. And it's never 50-50, let's be honest. But you're looking to this other person who's bold, courageous, and really fired. You guys were really, this past person, I feel like there was an energy like that you guys, they were hot-headed is the word I keep getting. Tempered. And you were too smart for that. And you said, you know what, I'm going to go get someone that's just down to earth. And more, like less like full of themselves. All right, we have Jessica next, Country, Tiffany, Jasmine. All right, guys, how's everyone doing? Let me take a look here and see if I can get signed into to chat. See if I can get it loaded up here. No, they won't let me get signed into chat. All right. Let's take a look-see. All right, guys, if you're signing in, remember I'm trying to do questions tonight. I'm trying to get some questions going in. Let me know if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Thumbs up. Let me know. So I'm trying to come up with some good ideas. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm thinking I might come on for Fridays and do questions first Fridays. I might let you guys hop on. And I'll read your questions. I'll get your questions through here. But yeah, I'll just do questions, just do top to bottom questions, you know. So Jessica's up, Country, Tiffany, Jasmine. Don't trust that cue there on the chat. Don't trust it. If you're on TikTok, just type your question in. I got you. I can see it. But I'll just read. I'm really intuitively reading. So there's numerology I also use. I reference in numerology. I'm still trying to kind of pick up on the numerology side of things. Like what's harmony, which one references Venus and that. But that's something new to me. But there's a cross-reference between the zodiac, tarot, numerology. There is 100% a cross-reference, and I'm getting into it. The signs, all of it. So definitely bear with me, because you guys are going to fucking learn some crazy shit on this channel, no doubt. No doubt. Because I'm learning. And I'm not telling you guys I know everything. But I will tell you I'm learning, and you're going to learn with me. Because I'm going to teach you as I go. All right, Jessica, what's coming towards me next in love? I'm single right now. Right now. Setting the tone right now. Now I am single. In the future, what do we know? All right, universe, talk to us. Boom. It's like a flower petal. Flower is opening. That's what I just felt. It's kind of nice. All right, let's take a look. Boom. Look at this. Justice. Finally. Was that how you would feel? Like, let's be honest. Is that how you would feel if you start to date? Finally? Yeah, like ending of love. Like the hurt, the pain. That's Gemini energy. Just so you know. I know the Ten of Swords doesn't feel like it. But it really comes across with that, like, ending of that pain. That, like, God damn, this hurts. Like, no one can hurt like that. Like, the ex-lover, the one that you were really with, the person that when you went to Christmas parties with, the holiday parties, the one that you got birthday presents with, that one. That's the one that hurts. That's the one that makes you cry at night still. Look, Yeah, look, you're fighting it. Fighting staying with them, fighting won't go away. This is that 3D position, by the way. This is the chakras. I'm sorry, this is the emotions. This is the chakras. And this is our 3D, our here and now. And then the cornerstones, it makes a big difference. This is where the information comes in. So you're fighting with somebody probably still. You're probably going through a fight. You're fighting with a bunch of people. You're winning, but winning is what? At what? At what cost? Justice. Justice is prevailing. You might actually be dealing with the justice system. This is one of two things. I think your intuition is probably came out, or it's coming out very prominently, because I can see your intuition is probably working in overdrive with this pain, making you work and try to figure things out. Yeah, see, look at this. It's kind of like off and on, because the pain you feel is real. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the story. This is super relevant. But like, this is the justice in going through like this pain that you've just felt, or this fighting. Almost, I would feel like you must have went through something, or you're going through something really upsetting. And that's why you're asking about this love. Like, this past love they were probably a jerk to you. Like, they really changed your perspective on stuff. But what I'm going to tell you is, this is how sensitive the mind is. There was a story I was told, and it turned out to be true, but there was a prisoner of war, and they taught themselves how to play golf. They were in, like, some kind of, I guess, some camp, and they just were in, like a bamboo prison, like, for real. Like, and they would imagine themselves playing 18 holes of golf over and over and over, and they imagined themselves playing. They got out, they were freed, all that, and they went and played. They played an amazing, like, round of golf for the first time. They never played ever. But because they did that, they taught themselves how to play. Their body just followed whatever their mind said. And this is kind of where you're heading, but in reverse in some ways, because you're taking on some pain. You just have to let go of the swords. Because someone tells you you're not good enough. Someone tells you you don't have the worth. Someone tells you you're not pretty. Those things hurt. Even if they're not true and you know they're not true, that still hurts. It stings. Look, it carries pain. Look, this is a mid-deck pull, guys. You can see mid-deck pull. I'm taking right from the middle here. That stuff hurts. Even if you can say, well, that's not true, but those other things really hurt. Like, the universe is saying, I'm laughing because the universe is really saying that's how sensitive. Look how sensitive this last relationship made you. It really affected you. Something affected you, or some kind of pain affected you, and it's really setting your tone to go in the future. Because what happens on anything, and the best reference I have for people is the stock market. Because we all see the stocks go down and then go up and down and up. Humans are the same way. Humans have emotions. We have learning. We have relationships. We have expectations. They're all the same thing. You're going through something similar where you're going down, but you're about to launch up. Something's blocking you, or somebody's blocking you from getting out of this. See, there's the blockage. I'm telling you, there's somebody or something blocking you from getting free from this. And that's going to launch you free from whatever this pain is that you're in, going into this new love stratosphere, because you are being held back from getting into this new thing. It's not that you're not owed this. Let me put it that way. It's not that you're not owed any of this. What you're getting is going to be worth your weight in gold in love. There it is. Mid-deck pull. See? I'm telling you, this is the strength card. But someone's blocking you from falling in love. Either their energy is holding you back, and you have to find your way free, which means basically recognize that you are 100% now available. Because when you start dating, you're going to start comparing them to this ex, and this pain is going to come with it. The universe does not want you to do that. This pain does not belong to that new relationship. Let go of that pain. Let go of all that pain, and understand this new person doesn't deserve that pain. And when you do that, that's when this justice comes in. Emotionally, you're deserving of whatever this relationship is, and you're ready for it. Look, I can tell you. Look, mid-deck pull. You're ready. You just haven't taken action yet. That's from the secondary. I have 4 tarot decks here. I'm telling you, you're ready for it. I can feel it just by connecting to you. I know you're ready. I can feel the cards. You just have to not let this past. I'm literally going to tell you right now, this past fucking asshole, like, let you feel like they have control of you still, and let them just go. There's no control of you. You are absolutely free to date, and there is no chance of them ever coming back and never hurting you. You are absolutely free to date whoever you want. Set yourself free, and give yourself a little bit of time to recognize that you are free. You're not just jumping from one relationship to the next. That's what the universe is showing me with this. So I think that's amazing advice. I think sometimes we all need that advice. We just want to not be alone, and I think we don't. But recognize that. Listen, you came into this world alone. Yes, you may have had parents, but you were alone. Your soul was alone. It walked in alone. Anything could have happened. Anything at that moment you came in. You could have had any major moment happen at that moment you came through. You just happened to have parents, and I'm just guessing that you had parents. I'm not pulling on you anymore. I'm just saying. But many people who listen to this at this moment, thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying, had different experiences when they were born. Some people went through adoption. Some people went through major crises when they were born. Some people went through, were premature. And that's the thing, is we all went through major differences, but we were alone. Like, there's nothing that could have saved or made our lives differently. And we were born alone until we understood. There's a moment in our lives we understood we were alone. Anyone that's spiritual knows that. I'm telling you. Country, you're up next. Tiffany, you are absolutely after that. Jasmine, if you're just joining in, let me know, guys. I'm going to be on for a while. I'll be reading for a little bit longer. Trying to get questions first. So I'm going to grab questions. Boom. Question. Here we go. Madman, you're in the queue. Tasha, you're in the queue. Sharon, I'm going to jump you out of the queue. Can you just add a question in, if you don't mind? And Puneet, can you add a question in, if you don't mind? I'm trying to do questions today. I think these questions are really, like, even career reading for Tasha, even though it sounds really simple, it's going to be important. It's going to be important. It's going to catch someone. I think these are very important questions. And I'm listening over here on TikTok. So some of you guys on TikTok who are probably watching going like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm multi-streaming. I'm over on YouTube as well. So I'm definitely paying attention. I'm watching my TikTok chat. So I'm definitely paying attention to you guys. So let's see here, country. You have, I know it's cutting it close, but what are the chances true for feeling love finding me by my birthday? Let's take a look here. Let's see here. Is it cutting it close? I don't know. I think love comes in whenever it wants. And I think it comes in when literally you as I get literally, you guys hear that? I got choked up again. It's telling me to shut up. Let me look, there's marriage card. I'm gonna pull 9 cards and just shut up for a second. Wow. Isn't that funny, country? Oh. That's literally the marriage card. You can look it up while I'm pulling for a second. 4 of Wands, everybody. Look it up. That's the card that jumped out as I get choked by the universe. It's funny. Fucking bastard. It's literally like my best friend and my worst enemy. It's all in one. It's you guys have it too. I'm telling you, it's nothing unreal. It's just a fucking pain in my ass. It really is. It's just really believing in it and knowing you have it, and never doubting it, like never doubting it, not once, and agreeing to the fact that you have this, and having the ability. And I know every one of you have it. Every one of you that are listening to me right now, thumbs up because you have this. I know you do. That's what's funny. And I don't doubt any of the people that have it. In the people that have tarot channels and all the people out there, I love you guys. I watch most of you. And I don't do this for money. I really don't. It's just a time thing now. That's why I'm doing a paid part of my channel, because it's like I'm really stressed for time. But country, this is your thing. But fulfilling love, this is about exploring top down. Universe says coming from heaven down. That's kind of how it looks. This is you kind of giving and receiving. This is all you have to do. Just literally worry about you giving and receiving, being a amazing person. I know it sounds so benign, but look at here. Look, this is kind of like Prince Charming. A little bit more than that, because they're giving to you. This is divine match. This would be the twin flames. You can see this: the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Your outcome is the King of Cups. This is you going into this partnership. But we have the Tower moment and we have the Devil here. We also have these two. You're asking the question about marriage. You want to know emotionally getting married. Yeah. Harmony here tells us that, look, you have to really fall into this idea that this person's coming in. There's no question. This is why we're leading into that idea that I'm just telling you, like about reading tarot. Same mindset. It's the same mindset. Are you going to meet them? Yeah, of course. There's no question. Look, the Curiosity Kid, my number one pick. I make it very well known. Like, the only people who know that are you. Like, you guys on here. I don't tell even people outside of the channel. Like, you guys are the only ones who really know this. I keep it that much of a secret because it matters. Because the people are like, oh, that's awesome. I love how you get so many subscribers. It's like, it's not about that. Like, it's not. Like, you guys who get into this channel with me understand the meaning of these cards, understand why we do this, understand the connection. So, country, the meaning of this card is my number one pick. Look, that's the one who's going to find it. The one who's going to be that curious and go like that feeling, that moment you connect, the moment you like get to like the other side of happiness, the place that you can never come back from. It's causing a Tower moment. That's the place. Like that. There's where you want to go. Like that ultimate happiness. You're saying, well, my birthday. You're setting a tone. You're saying my birthday. Emotionally, my birthday. So if it doesn't happen at your birthday, what happens? You're setting a tone for yourself. I can see it's happening. You can see if it doesn't happen at my birthday, what happens? Because this person's coming in, but will their value go down if they don't come in by your birthday? That's what the universe is literally asking you. It's kicking a question back to you saying, now what if this happens? It's giving you the first time a question saying, what happens now if they don't come back? Because it's going to give you that question, because it's telling you, it's saying you're setting up this question where this person, they're coming in, but if they don't come in by this time because you're so impatient, what happens? Because you're risking your value of happiness, of completeness on this. What do you want from this? What is it you need that they're going to bring in by your birthday that they can't bring in after your birthday? What are they going to bring in that they can't bring in? What is the Curiosity Kid in you? What is that really curious? What is that little child? What is that like inner child that you really need? I know they're so impatient. The universe is recognizing this, letting you right now know, like they're the parent, and that inner child is to calm down. Like they're saying, calm down. The universe is letting you know. They're recognizing this is happening. See, look, it's a life lesson. Be patient. Be calm. Find your center. Allow this to happen. Allow them and allow you to finish whatever work it is, because you're not in alignment yet. They're coming in, you're coming in, something's not there yet. There's a giving and receiving that has to happen. So to answer your question, no, they're not coming in by your birthday. And the universe wants you to know and almost smack you in the hand and say, look, they're going to marry you. Like, what more do you want? But you're about to set yourself up for a spiral. For what reason? Your inner child's literally taking over, and why? Look, this is going to cause a blockage. It's going to literally set you up for a spiritual spiral. So if you take control, grab the wheel right now from the inner child who you're letting drive for whatever reason that is, and understand the universe has a plan for a reason, for whatever that reason is, and allow it to drive and not let the inner child drive, then you'll be all set. So, self-sabotaging. Like, literally, your inner child is trying to self-sabotage. But what is the happiness? Like, what is that happiness that you're getting? Like, what is that happiness? I know it's justice. See, there you are. Look. And I don't know if you're a water sign, but that's Cancer. That's Cancer energy, and this is Scorpio energy. But we also have Capricorn energy in here as well. So I don't see really anything popping out to me. But that's what I get. But the first card that jumped out was that Four of Wands, which means, yeah, marriage is there. The universe is literally smacking you on the hand saying, marriage is there. Like, no joke. That's like, when you're trying to grab you, like, you remember when you were little, you grab the hand, your hand in the cookie jar, and it makes that, like, that ceramic sound. That's exactly what I felt when I was choked for a second and the card jumped. It was like, we're not supposed to be pulling for this. But it was like, we pulled for it because, I appreciate pulling for it. I'll be quite honest. All right, let's take a look. Let's keep pulling here. If you guys are joining in, thank you for joining. Let me know how you guys are doing. I'm trying to stay off of chat as much as I can. I'm not letting anything interfere with my readings at all. I'm trying to stay, and I know it sounds odd, but this is how when I got into reading originally, I did this. It's very pure. Like nothing would. You guys stay chatting. I can see the chats going. I can see you guys are chatting away. Let your chats go. I only want your questions. So I can see there's a question over here on my TikTok, which is great. And I can see you guys are chatting away over on YouTube. Amazing. But just give me your questions and I'll just keep reading. It's good for me, good for you. It lets us both. It's a win-win for all of us. Yeah, like Tiffany's up next, Jasmine. Then I have, let's see here. I have a curious on career stuff by, I think it's Tiffany's. So I'm going to read this question, actually, really quick. Because I have Tiffany on this side, and I have Tiffany's on this side. So this is pretty amazing, guys. All right, let's go. I'm going to read you guys right now. So this is amazing. Look at Tiffany's wants a reading, and Tiffany wants a reading. Like, this is not a universal sign for both of you. You guys are both named Tiffany, and you both want readings. Basically, will there be any happy surprises or blessings coming in the next 3 months is what Tiffany asked. And Tiffany's said, career reading, Libra. So let's read for both of you guys right this moment. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, universe is no joke. We're live here. We're live. There's no joke. All right, guys. Reading for both of you over on TikTok and YouTube. I'm going to take a look here and see what you got. I have a feeling this is going to jump some cards out. Yeah, see that card just jumped? I don't know if you saw it over here because my hands are all over the place. All right, let's take a look. Wow. Yeah, I think this fell, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going for a second. All right, mid-deck pull. Oh, this is good. This is really good. This is one of my favorite cards. This would probably be my second pick. If I had to pull, and I look at tarot like fantasy, because I was a big fantasy baseball nut. I really was. I enjoyed it. It was a really fun. It was also a social thing. But anyway, I would pick this probably my second card. It really would. I would have that. I honestly would have the Curiosity Kid who would find out everything on every card everywhere. He would know what the Emperor's doing. Like, that's the Curiosity Kid. But this card is completion. This is literally having abundance. The word abundance, you would own it. You would own it. That's what's basically happened for both of you. So both of you Tiffany's, is abundance. That's crazy. So you're both going through this abundance phase, which is really good. This is why the universe is talking to both of you, saying, hey, you didn't just kind of come across the name, you were assigned the name. Like, you picked the name because of this stage of your life. You're hitting this place. Anyone with that name really hits this kind of stage and goes into a new phase where abundance hits home. Emotional abundance especially. Look, offering of a relationship, new kind of growth even. That's baby, home, marriage. But that's logic. You're even logically saying, hey, I'm going into this. I'm getting into something. This is a new place. Even if you're going into a work situation, that means new work friends, new work husbands, new work partnerships. Work spouses. You're getting into this place where you're finding friends and you're going, wow, this is really cool friends. I love having these people around me. They make me really think. We're going into this place where I'm going to this new phase of my life. It's getting me to where I want to be emotionally. Logically, it gets you to that space mindset. Look, I think you've been holding back. That's kind of where we're at. Like, you've been holding back, or you've been not putting all that effort in, and that's where you're at. You're just basically saying, now I'm taking action. And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You've been holding back for whatever reason that is, but you taking action gives you a sense of like completion. Like there's an end zone. Does that make sense? There's an end zone in sight. See, look at, yeah, no joke. This is the golden position. Golden position's like, imagine getting a paycheck every week automatically into your bank account. Bang, bang, direct deposit. It just comes in. That's where we're heading to. If we get the Two of Pentacles, it's a confirmation. That's really good. But getting that money and getting that happiness is really good. But we're heading towards, logically, you want that, so you're going to look for it and then create it. Manifest it. Manifest it. Look at that. See, guys, I knew. That's so crazy. So the universe is saying, from your heart, you're manifesting. What is it you want? Maybe you're sitting there, you're looking at it, you're saying, this is what I want, so I'm going to create it. I'm going to create it from the center of my heart. I'm going to build it. My soul wants it, so I'm going to build this out. I'm hanging back on whatever this is, or maybe somebody's holding me back. That wand usually means King of Wands energy, but it could just mean somebody going back to something, or getting back to something that you know, or going back to something that you love. There's a big possibility that you're going into something that you really love, and you're going to build on it. Two of Cups energy is communicating, building on communication. I love seeing it in this position, because what it means is they're all facing from the top down. Means the universe says you're just following the plan. You're following the communication of the plan. You're talking, going through whatever the steps are to get to that happiness. The one thing I don't like is the strength. You're feeling like you're kind of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. 3 steps forward, 5 steps back. And you have to almost like reset somewhere along the line, and that's the bad part about it. But you have balls to the walls, super energy. This is CEO energy. This is boss mode energy. This is the take charge, I can do anything I want energy. So if you're asking about like the next couple of months, you're going to be in charge and doing what you need to. Money's not going to come right away, but it's going to come eventually. That's a guarantee. You're creating because you're forceful. You're forceful and you want it, but you want it over time, not immediately. You're smart about how you're asking for the universe to give this to you. I can see what you're doing. This is your outcome here. All right, let me take a look. I see here at the base of this, look, mid-deck pull, Lovers. So you're falling in love with whatever this is. This is going to create a very happy situation. The only thing is the money's not going to be there right away, and I think you're going to have to hold off on whatever this is till you get to the end. Yeah. You're not going to basically get to there. It's more like a celebratory situation until there's something holding you back. I don't know what it is. Yeah, see, look, there's something holding you back. It starts out great, and then you get into something, and there's something that holds you back. You can see the Hangman, this. I don't know what it is. And this is for both of you, which is crazy. You can see, look, there's the two of you, and then there's you guys here, and there's you both here, and it's for you guys here. It's not by mistake that you both got red, just so you understand that. And look, they're both here. So you're both creating something, but the universe wants you both to know you're like a rocket taking off. And something hits you, like there's almost naysayers, or something happens and you guys give. You give something. Hold on. You give someone like too much power is what it is. And it backfires on you guys. It's almost like there's someone there, like think about like a coworker, or there's a person there, or like a friend, and that person says, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that," or they say, "Don't do this." And you both have like a similar situation, even though one's at work and one's a friend situation. even though they're similar, they're out of context. They're not related to each other. Oh my God, how do I explain this? It's like you both have a friend, but one's now a work friend, and you have a different new friend. And like these are amazing friends, but you guys don't want to ruin the new friendship. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. And it's something that you both loved for so long. Let me put it this way. The things you guys are going to fall into the next 3 to 4 months is awesome. Good money, friendships, everything. But all of a sudden, you're going to find out in a few months after that, the people that you meet are a little different. They're not exactly who you thought they were. That's all it is. It's like something changes in the next few months with them. You're like, whoa. I know it sounds really weird. It's like finding out like, and I'm not saying I support anybody, but I'm saying like finding out like, oh, they support like a certain politician or whatever. And then you're like, you do? And it's like, wait, what? And it changes your outlook. Because you guys never talked about it, and then all of a sudden it hits, and you're like, wait a second, what? And it hits home. And you find out all these people that you're really, really good friends with, they are supporting some kind of politician or there's something going down there. And it really, you still like them, but it's like you have this really sick feeling to your stomach now. All right, let me keep going here. Thank you guys, Tiffany, both of you, honestly. That could be what it is. Maybe it's something to that effect. All right, guys. Let me keep going. Jasmine, you're up. Madman, you're up. Tasha, you are up. And if you're joining me over on TikTok, just ask the question. I'll try to read it as much as I can. Yeah, no, Tiffany, I think you should leave the job. I think you go to a new job, actually. So being honest with you, I felt you at a new job. So that's my bad for not even mentioning that. That's where that 10 of Pentacles comes in. Yes. So Tiffany, I hope you got that. That's my bad. So you definitely, you both have money coming in. That's really helpful. All right, Jasmine, let's see. Did I make the right choice by moving on? And the answer to that always is yes. You can never make the wrong choice. I feel I gave up, and I didn't want to be in a love triangle with another girl. All right, let's take a look here. All right, Jasmine. Ooh. It's the first time I just saw the Two of Cups come out all night. Been shuffling all night. Haven't seen that bad boy hiding. All right, Jasmine, let's take a look. Love triangle. We're basically asking about what to do in a love triangle. Really simple question. Jasmine wants to say, hey, because Jasmine really has the option to go back. Let's be fair here. I can feel it in her. I'm sorry, there. Let's be really fair. I can feel it in Jasmine's energy. They could go back. They honestly could. They have that ability to go back. They don't want to. They want to know what they could do, what they should do. And we're asking about love triangle. Look, see? I'm telling you. See? I'm just basically getting right to the heart of the matter because Jasmine doesn't want to ask the question. Because it's really a tough question. And that's why I'm asking these questions. That's why I realized on Wednesdays when we did this, it was so much more fun. Let's ask the question about a love triangle. Those of you guys going through a love triangle, Jasmine's being bold enough to bring it to the forefront. If you're over on TikTok, hang in there. I'll ask your questions. I'll answer those too. But yeah, thank you guys. If you're joining me, thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying it. Subscribe. Hit me up. If you're looking for a private reading, whoa. Here we go. So look at this. Burdened. You're emotionally burdened. This sucks. So I'm usually really good at pulling the cards out. Like this one hasn't ever jumped. And I was told by my guides, when I see this, just so you know, I'm making this now known on YouTube and TikTok. When this card ever jumps here and it's pulled, it's a miracle. It's called a miracle. That's why it's communicating a miracle. Like, it doesn't belong over there, but if it happens, it's called a miracle. All right, world. All right, yeah. The world is changing is kind of what I get. You're burdened by it because that's not your world, and logically, there's choices out there. I think some are too aggressive. Some are like that's a really big sign of this. I get. There's a lot of aggression. I think that's what's coming down to this. There's one that's not aggressive. The other's aggressive. See? Look, fighting. And you're going through a fight. Very obvious here. Look. Blockage. It's definitely not hiding. It's not hiding the cards at all. See? You're manifesting an answer. Is what it is. You're manifesting an answer. Wow, this is a nightmare of a mess. Oh, I'm with you. Jasmine, I'm with you. I'll get your back here. I'll be your Robin. You be Batman. Okay. Here we go. Oh my, see the mess? Jasmine. Let's escape. Jasmine, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. The bomb is ticking. Oh my gosh. There's nothing hidden here. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I don't have to say anything. Like, I don't have to, this is a reading I don't have to say anything. This is your heart chakra. Your heart is happy. Like, right now it's comfortable. Ooh, your emotions, wow. Look at. You're exploring, is there anything left? The answer is nope, nope, nope. Like, if you went further with this stuff, it's like you're burdened, like you're just. I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to go this way. Look. Your past life energy is telling you to kind of explore. See, I'm pulling because you're looking, you're saying, which direction should I go? You know you should go this way and leave and walk away. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. You're looking this way, you're taking your stability and walking away. I'm going to give you two cards walking this way. Look. It's your safest bet. It's your safest bet. You're going to protect yourself, and this is what it's telling you. That's the golden position. This is what it's telling you. When you go into this here, it's telling you your future is bringing you to this position. So you're going to choose this position. You could have choose fighting, taking on the burden of them, dealing with the emotion of like that pain, that love loss, but you're not. You're just going to walk away and explore. Right now, you're at the manifestation phase. You're going to regret leaving them. There's a regret of being not with them. So in the future, whatever this is, coming into this, being fair, there's going to be some regret. There will be some regret. But allow yourself to feel the pain. Allow yourself to feel that loss. It's okay. It's just natural. It's all amazing. But you're going to be happier. It's a choice that you made that's for you. There's no other way around it. You made a smart choice. You know that, right? Yes, you made a very smart choice. The cards were very obvious. If you have to, bookmark, save this, download it, and always look back on this. This is the smartest choice you made. Going back to him is not going to make you happier. It's going to give you some regret, and you can see the regret was there with those 5 of Cups. But you have to go through that pain of regret. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, if you're over on TikTok, let me know you're there. But I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes. I think I'm pretty much I think I'm finalizing out. Thanks, Praneet. Praneet just joined in with their question. My throat is just a little bit sore, so but yeah, I'm just I'll tell you what, I'm going to close out here. Praneet, you can be my final question. How about that? Is that cool? Does that sound like a cool thing? All right, so we have Madman, Tasha, Praneet. And if you're over on TikTok, just type in a question. Let me know you're over there. Thumbs up. Let me know you guys are enjoying this. I appreciate you very much. Share the channel. Let me know. I am always posting. I have so much content. It's bananas. It really is so much. I have a lot of content. I just turned off notifications because I post so much. Because I have a lot of really cool stuff that comes out of this. I wish I could take credit for it, but I don't. All right, Madman, right now, let's take a look at what you said. I saw the right now. It says, right now I have 1 foot on 2 paths in my career opportunity. Should I be? Okay, let's take a look. Madman, this is for you. Good idea posting your question. That's a great idea. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look, Madman. Let's see what you got here. All right, guys. Thank you very much for signing in tonight. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. Being honest, I'm just a school teacher. That's all I am. This is for Madman asking about his choices here. What he should do. But the reality of it is, I'm just trying to make choices. Like, see, is Madman's choices. There's 2 options. Ooh, unhappy. Oh, you're being knocked into a decision. Left hanging. I see what's going on. So, Madman, here it is. It's been weakening your ego. That all this stuff that goes on, all these, like, you have the 2 choices. It's weakening your ego. Logically, it weakens your ego. Weakens you. You have an angel on your side, which is really good. We always talk about this. Things I don't always pull. Like, I pull these with purpose. I always do. I don't lie about this stuff. I just don't. This I'm very appreciative for the ability to pull cards, so I don't lie about it. I might hold back a little information, like if I find stuff that's a little off-putting and I don't want to just say it, maybe. But I try to be very honest. Like, an angel in your heart chakra is good. Like, it's a good thing. Hangman means you're holding back on a decision. You have a hard time making a decision. It makes you feel good. Whatever this hold back is, it's kind of like it really makes you. These are 2 choices. One's an emotional choice, and one also is this. It's a here and now choice. Like, you have to make the decision. You're working, making money, but it's a love that you're gonna have to just kind of let go of. I think it's really eating at you. Let's go here, Madman. Yeah, see, he has to make a decision. Look, you should have made the decision a little while ago. But strengths, if you're asking about what the life lesson is here, it's about teaching you strength. Which I know you're gonna say, hey, I got strength, but it's teaching you eternal strength, which is different. That's what the holding off is. Like, it's teaching you. It's kind of like working out the in 5D. Taking more than you should, see? Because then you're going to make another choice, a different choice. This choice wasn't meant for you. That's what this is. You're basically meant to go do something else. Yeah, look, see? It's making me pull 3 cards for this cornerstone. Look. Empress energy is being fertile, making a new choice. This is pain, taking the pain with you with this strength. Aquarius energy, or going into this Aquarius like mentality, or being reborn into that mentality with this like lighter side to yourself. Realizing the angels in your corner makes you happy. That's what's really good about this, is this fertility kind of builds up your long term. And I know you see there's a lot of burden here, but underneath the burden is that Empress. See? So I know it works out. So this is about kind of taking the realization that the universe is offering you something brand new that you don't even see coming in. You're holding off till you get it, but it's absolutely coming in. It's already here for you. But your holding off is just making you that much stronger. If you take action on cutting loose whatever's not serving you, you'll freaking take off like a lightning bolt. You already have an idea for something else. I can see that. That sword is an idea, just so you know. So whatever the idea is, I think you're just going to take that and run with it. It's going to work out. The angel's kind of paying that like respects to you, saying you're going to go and do that. That makes sense. Yeah. But you're meant to go do that idea. Like, you're already blessed in that respect. It's like you already should have jumped ship. It's not a coincidence that things like this happened to you. All right, guys, we have Tasha asking the same kind of question. Career reading, same thing. But I think a lot of us should be changing careers, or even even looking at it like, what are we supposed to be doing? Where are we supposed to be? Where's that fine line of stay or go? Finding that, like, have I worn out my welcome? So Tasha, you're up, and then we'll finalize with Puneet. Puneet wants to ask, how was my latest trip? And I think we all went on trips, Let's take a look here. All right, let's take a look at you, Tasha. Career reading, huh? Oh, look it. See, when I end with one card and it's kind of like Velcroed in my hand like that, I take it. Top down here. So what I'm telling you, Tasha, is the reason you kind of you were left hanging towards the end here is because you have a divine reading. I take this very seriously. It holds you back here to the end. It holds you back here to the end because it's trying to get you connected to somebody else. Think about someone coming up into like a side door to a secret door and saying, hey, I want to give you a message. That's the top-down energy. That's the universe saying, I'm coming in to give you a heads up. Look, that's a mid-deck pull. And what that is, that's giving you that secret energy, talking to you, giving you that, hey, want to know, I'm going to give you, that's like saying, hey, buy Amazon stock. Buy 1,000 shares of Amazon stock when it first came out. I think it was like $2. That's like someone giving you that message a while back because they knew something. I think right now you're feeling left out in the cold. You felt like you didn't have that. You don't have that like deep connection. That's okay. That's okay. That doesn't mean you don't get this connection anymore. But Tasha, you're going to get led into something new. You and somebody else are going into something brand new, big. I think this pain or this left out or this loss, it feels like a love loss. Tens of Swords have this deeper energy. They feel like the Aquarius energy. You learned from something. You understood it. You went into it. You even took that energy and went and did something else. Maybe in a past situation, you and somebody else. But there's a career message coming in that's going to be delivered to you. See the star energy? I think you have something that they need. They need you to do and they want you to do. See, look. There's nobody else. I think you're going to be able to take and run with it and say, hey, I want to name my price. Be careful, though, because we have the 5 of Pentacles. They could put you out in the cold. I don't think they're going to, but I think there is a small possibility you could walk away from it. And I don't know why you would do that. You're not going to be exactly in love with the offer, but I feel like you're going to love that they're going to communicate with you. This could lead to long-term money. But you're clearly the one. That's the other thing. You taking this offer is going to be important to you because it's going to lead to something. You're going to be regretful over somebody else, but see, it leads to more money, and you're going to be able to invest and take that money and go into other things. I want to see what this is, though. This seems like tech or into technology or something. It feels tech or tech-based because it seems like it's paying back or giving you more. Or music, but it gives you back something. It keeps giving over and over and over. Long term. Whatever this is, but there's a small possibility. And I'm talking long term. The universe is giving you a heads up. You're about to get an offer. Don't get left out in the cold. Don't regret whatever this is. It's going to lead to a lot of money. You have what they want. The star energy, I think they're coming in. I don't know what this is here. There's no regret on their end, but you could walk away from it. But you can see here, see how it's infinite? It's lined up here, here, and here, and here. It looks really good for you, just so you know. It looks really, really good. See? Passionate. It looks really good. I mean, I see like a house. I see, like, literally, I see houses. I mean, I see big paycheck for you. I don't know what you're looking to get into, but it looks like it's like 6-figure money. Like, good money here. like real for reals, like IRL. Um, and I see that divine communication up here, which tells me you're getting into your career. Like when you say career, you absolutely mean your profession. Like you mean like this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Like the universe says yes. I'm curious just for you and me. I'm just absolutely curious. I'm just going to pull here for a second to see what the timeline is for this, for that card here. I'm going to pull from my entire deck for you. I just want to see here. So guys, give me a second here. Just for Tasha. What is this? What is it to? Oh, you probably move on from jobs. What is this? Well, that's the night card. Oh, this is the new one. This is the job. You apply to a job right now? Are you in if you're in an application right now, this is that you take the job. But there's something sneaky behind the scenes. They're just giving you a heads up. That's why you got 2 cards. They're saying you take the job, but check out everything. Like you get everything you want, but it makes you very happy. But there's something else behind the scenes. That's all. I think that it feels like you've applied. You've already applied to something. It feels like you have something. Look at something tech then. Graphic design was another thing I felt. I felt like, and I know it sounds really out of the park, but really crazy. But your passion is someone else's desire to teach. You have to understand that. Like your passion to do something is someone else is gonna be like, yeah, hell yeah, I want you to work for me, because you love this. I want you. Like you have to look at it like that, and you have to be able to prove that you have passion. Look at it like that. I'm telling you, seriously. That's what this is. That's what that absolutely is. Don't limit yourself. Don't be like I can't. There is no can't. This is like you're going into a career. So this is like, you find yourself. Like think about the first YouTuber. Like who the hell's that? You know, like and you kind of look at that and you go like, not who is that, but like, who is like the who is the epitome of the YouTubers now, or who is the epitome of streamers, or what do we do for this? I think we're trying to figure out, like, people are trying to figure out themselves, but what is the next evolution of something? I think people are trying to create. People are just trying to be creators, and this is where you're heading. You're already on point. You're saying I'm going that way. I'm telling you, as a teacher, we're trying to teach kids to just be creators. It's an amazing process, but it's a heavy turn. But find that. But it's working with your hands. It's using that passion and using your intelligence with that passion, because you figured out a lot, whatever this is that you love to do, and create with that. It's not just a hobby. All right, Puneet, you're up. And I closed the queue because I only hopped on for a little bit tonight. I actually just had to have a little bit of mouth surgery yesterday, and I really need to read tonight. I had to read. You probably can hear it in my voice. So, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to read for a little while. So I just turned the queue back off. So I'm going to probably hop off here. But yeah, no big deal. I don't give a fuck. So I don't care. I'm enjoying reading though. I definitely enjoy reading. So if you guys tuned in, thank you for the likes, the thumbs up, subscribes. But I'm gonna end after Puneet. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back. You guys know me. I'll be back. I like reading, because when I can read for you, it gets me practice. And when I can get practice in there, it gives me an understanding of the energy. Because I read the energy. I'm reading that energy, like, all the way. I decipher it like it's hieroglyphs. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, Puneet. Let's take a look. How was my latest trip? Many times my emotions and need to have certain emotions take over my capacity to see reality. All right, let's take a look here. How was my latest trip? How was my latest emotional trip? You know, that's what we're really trying to ask here. All right, Penny. See, yeah, see that black card's coming out again. I think we'll probably start seeing more and more and more of that card. All right, let's see. Let's take a look. I think you're going to be okay. We're blocking. What are we hiding is what it is. That's what I got. That's what I just heard. What are we hiding, Benit? What are we hiding? Are you hiding something emotional? Are you hiding something deep? Thank you guys for joining. Manifesting, but you're hiding something. You can't be like, I want this, but I don't want that. I think, Benit, I think you're looking to create something in your world. Benit, what do you want? What do you really want? This goes for anybody, guys. What do you really want? Like, what is it you need? And what is it you want? Is it to wake up next to somebody? Or is it to have that person? Because you don't want to be alone. But Panit, you're manifesting. Logically says you're manifesting. This is a good position for that. Look. Look at that reveal. My intuition is not a joking. I put my hands on autopilot just so you guys know. I don't decide when the cards flip. They just autopilot. But that's pretty good. You're logically and in 3D. You're manifesting like no joke. But you're holding back your emotions. You don't want to give it up. You don't want to tell. But emotions, look. You're asking about emotions. But I think you're saying your emotions. You're saying your emotions. And this is because you're manifesting. You can't see reality because you're manifesting. You're manifesting. You're manifesting. Let's see what the universe says about you manifesting. Look, love's coming in. I think it's becoming such a reality. Look, you're celebrating. You're trying to, yeah, I think you're going to bring yourself heartbreak. And it's like this. We almost can't believe what we're seeing before our eyes. And it falls apart. Love comes in, we celebrate, we go, oh my God, this is too perfect. I can't believe it's happening, and it falls apart. That's what ends up happening. We're gonna correct this. We're gonna fix this. Look, you're absolutely strong here, and this is what the universe is. It's starting to crumble. This person, this lover, this person's coming in. They're absolutely coming in. See, look, but you're already moving on. You're already starting to move on as they're coming in. Look, they're seeking out their Queen of Cups. They're seeking out their nurturer. They want that person who's going to complete their puzzle piece. They want to find that puzzle. They want to find that person who's there. They want to cuddle with this person. And you're already getting out of bed. Look, this is the marriage card. This is the marriage in like an absolute amazing like temple, like in a holy place. Like this is not just getting married outside with the Four of Wands. This is getting married in a beautiful ceremony. With a holy site. That's what this is. You're strong. Emotionally, you're strong. You have it. You know you have it. Look at the infinity symbols. You see 1, 2, 3 of them right here. The universe is coming in with an angel to remind you, do not lose sight of what it is you want. What is it? What is it you're manifesting? This person coming in is coming in. You can see you're meeting them. They're coming in. They're coming in at such a fast pace. You're literally creating a marriage. But it's coming in so fast, you're breaking up. Like immediately. It's like a rocket that's disintegrating. So the reason we have you as the last read is to to literally set this record straight to everybody else that pays attention to this channel and comes across this reading as a reminder that your manifestations are real. And your lack of faith to your manifestations is also real. And you're an example of that. Because look at the powerful energy. I don't pull these cards for no reason. I'm just telling you. I say this all the time. Look, I'm going to pull you completely. Ready? Look. You are pulling this energy completely. This is not, it can turn into a tower moment at any moment. But you're pulling this person. You're causing a tower moment in both your lives saying, no, we're destined for each other. I'm coming into your life. You're coming into my life. We're spending the holidays together. There is no alternative. That's what this is. I will kiss you by the holidays, right? That's kind of what you're doing. Am I wrong, Penny? Am I wrong? You're saying we're gonna. I'm fully ready. I know I want you, and we're ready to be together. That's what this is. That's creating this. However, there's some kind of disconnect happening. And I don't know what this is, because see how it's justice? I think maybe they're not ready. They're not quite there yet. Your energy is so powerful, it's forcing them into position. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're forcing them into position. They're an emperor. I've never seen something like this. I think that you're I don't know if it's vortex. I don't know what kind of energy you have, but you're pulling them in. They must already be soul tribe energy. They must already have some kind of connection to you, and they have a belief that they're going to be with you in the future. Then, yeah. See, there it is. There's that connection. However, there is a connection that you guys have together. See, this makes sense here. I think they want. This is what it is. They already know they want to be. They want to be with you. They know they want to be with you. They also believe in the future with you, that they're going to end their life with you at some point, and they also have this fascination of what it would be like to be with you at all times. But they haven't committed to that even at one point. They haven't committed to that ever. So now what happens is they grow this energy and they're trying to build this energy up, and they're not ready to commit to you because they're afraid. I think your energy is very, 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 very strong, because you're absolutely forcing them into something. I don't know if you're manifesting them. I've never seen this. Let me pull one more card here. This is just communication. I think you guys are just destined for each other. It's almost like, you ever see the arrow that splits the other arrow? You know, you guys ever see that? The arrow that comes and splits the other arrow? It just hits that. I think you're doing that. You're doing everything right on your end, and they're coming in so fast. They're not ready. They're like wait, and that's why this heartbreak's happening. See, like the communication's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Look, they're perfect. However, see how they go backwards? They go back into King of Wands mode from Emperor mode. You're forcing them backwards. Huh. I would tell you to slow down. I've never said this before. I would tell you to take time. Take time. That's what you're feeling, their emotions is what it is. I think you're absolutely feeling their emotions. So you're feeling their emotions, and you have to give them space. You have to honestly just focus on you, and focus on you. But you're definitely feeling their emotions, because there's love here. You're already connected to them. With the manifestations is crazy. So Panit, whatever you're doing it very well. I'm impressed. So as far as emotions go, this person is a new person, but they're older than you. That's what it feels like. They feel like they're a new person. Let me see. I'm gonna pull a card here for you. Yeah. See, look. Past life energy. I think you've committed to the fact that they're going to be in your life. Am I wrong? You've committed to that. Yes or no? They're definitely in your life. Like, I've never seen this energy before. Like, you have the power to manifest at a fast rate. All right, let's take a look. Trisha, is Larry scared? He's going to lose me for good. Let's take a look here on TikTok. I'm going to quickly read this question because I want to see here. All right, I'm going to do a 3-card read here because it's going to be pretty obvious. Trisha, is Larry scared? He's going to lose me for good. That's exploration. Comes down to messages on the Trisha question. I'm sorry, on the Larry question. No, Trisha. It is Trisha. Why do we get Larry here? Oh, maybe this is Larry sending the message. That's why. I think the situation just stays the same. No one takes any action. It just kind of fizzles. See? It's unlucky. It's an unlucky situation. No one takes any action. All right, guys. Thank you very much for hanging in here with me. Thank you for taking that time. I have to take a break here, give my mouth a little rest. It's been a long night, but I appreciate you. I will be back probably in a couple days, maybe Sunday night actually. That's my goal. But let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, if you appreciate the channel, share it out. Let people know what I'm doing, and better yet, subscribe, thumbs up. And also hit me up in comments. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. You guys be safe.